right by everybody involved. Howdy, y'all. All right, well, we is the Atomic Duo from Austin, Texas, playing you the finest assortment of obnoxious traditional American music America has to offer.
Thank you. See?
Yeah. You're there?
Yeah, I'm there.
1, 2, 3.
And your date. Right on to the enough of these more from Mountain Ballads.
Enough of these more. Well, but we're appropriately out of tune.
Yeah, well, you know, we've been in the car a long time. Let's see if we can make it loose now. That's a 2.
All right, let's give this a try.
Home of that rock. Get that just a little bit out of tune there.
Well, if it's not, then it's
not authentic. If it's not a little bit out of tune.
I don't want anybody mistaking us for a classical combo. Oh, no, that's close enough. 1, 2, 3. Work all day in the noonday sun, 15 cents when Saturday comes. Going to the dance to have some fun. Why don't you get away, Lazy John? Lazy John, Lazy John. Why don't you get today's work all done? You're in the shade, I'm in the sun. Why don't you get away, Lazy John? I got a girl lives by the road and her feet are crooked and her legs are bowed, but she sure is a lot of fun. Why don't you get away, Lazy John? Lazy John, Lazy John. Why don't you get your day's work all done? You're in the shade, I'm in the sun. Why don't you get away, Lazy John? Home, peas in the pot and an old jawbone. Here today, but tomorrow she's gone. Why don't you get away, Lazy John? Lazy John, Lazy John. Why don't you get your day's work all done? You're in the shade, I'm in the sun. Why don't you get away, Lazy John? Lazy John, Lazy John. Why don't you get your day's work all done? You're in the shade, I'm in the sun. Why don't you
whipper will call. You can hear old Mammy shout, come inside you all. Way down on the levee, strolling in the pale moonlight, you can see those steamboats and the fields of snowy white. There's a feeling I can't lose, the muddy water up in my shoes, when I get the Mississippi Delta Blues. Economically disenfranchised people sing the old melody like Swanee River and old Black Joe. That sweet magnolia, it's drifting in the open breeze. Way down south is where I long to go. I'm going way down on the Delta, on the Mississippi shore, in that muddy water where I long to live once more. When the night shadows makes its creep and the whipper will call, you can hear old Mammy shout, come inside you all. I'm going way down on those levees, strolling in the pale moonlight, you can see those steamboats and the fields of snowy white. There's a feeling I can't lose, the muddy water up in my shoe, when I get the Mississippi Delta Blues. Yodeloo, yodeloo,
I'll keep my old guitar.
You can step in a little closer and stay at an angle. This is what I'm figuring out on this microphone. It's kind of
All right.
Shall we?
Yep. You can talk about your hot redheads, and you can talk about your blue-eyed blonde. You can talk about your sweet brunette. I'll take my old guitar. Well, now you can say how very nice they are. You can say they make the world go round. You can say that they got it strong. I'll take my old guitar. Well, now women, oh, everywhere, wherever you may be, here they come and there they go. In the end, they'll do you wrong. So you can talk about your hot redhead, you can talk about your blue-eyed blonde, you can talk about your sweet brunette. I'll take my old guitar. I take my old guitar. Well, now you can say how very nice they are. You can say they make the world go round. You can say that they are guiding star. But I'll take my old guitar. Well, now women, oh, everywhere, wherever you may be, here they come and there they them, they'll do you wrong. And so you can talk about your hot redhead, you can talk about your blue-eyed blonde, you can talk about your sweet brunette. I'll take my old guitar.
Thank you, music lover. And your date. Not bad. Off the record, too. Oh, thank you. You're kind. Generous, actually.
Why do you sing us there something, Mark?
Heart to heart, dear, I need you. Like the flowers need to do. And then you has been my lifeblood. They don't tell me that we're through. Is it true that I've lost you? Am I not the only one after all this pain and sorrow? Darling, think of what you've done. Going back to West Virginia, where the mountains meet the dew. In those hills I learned to love you. Please don't tell me that we're through. Is it true that I've lost you? Am I not the only one after all this pain and sorrow? Darling, think of what you've done. Think about it. Is it true that I've lost you? Am I not the only one after all this pain and sorrow? Darling, think of what you've done. Darling, think of what you've done. Bluegrass. We sped it up just a little bit there. That would be your bluegrass music. We hope you enjoyed it. And if not, well, that's fine. Let's play a waltz, shall we?
A flat?
Thank you.
I was thinking that myself there, Mark Rubin.
All right.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
This is ladies' choice, so any of the women out there who want to ask somebody to dance, they're more than welcome to. Seems like everybody's pretty well paired up, but that shouldn't stop you from asking the handsomest person you see to cuddle up for a song or two. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Holy cow, howdy.
Oh dear, howdy. Oh, you can put it in that. Would that be just fine? You're very
Thank you very
kind.
much.
Thank
I appreciate it.
you. All right. I'm glad you're enjoying it because this is all we've got.
Do you have a thematic request?
We do but
is there a theme?
Three themes.
Would you like?
Janky, one of the early Reinhardt.
Wants to do a Django Reinhardt? I got one for you. Stopped by the palace just to check out a burlesque show, but a red-headed stripper laid back for her zipper and pulled it real slow. And when she told her top off and let it fall down to the floor, that's when the boys in blue came running through the door. I took the long way home.
He took the long way home.
That's right, I took the wrong way home.
He took the wrong way.
Jumped down the alley, jumped over a fence, where I saw two thugs who dressed up like thugs, one short and one tall. And then the little guy came close and whispered kind of low. He goes, your cash can stay, but the rest of you must go. I took the long way home.
He took the wrong way home.
That's right, people, I took the long way home.
He took the wrong way.
All right. Some money, so I couldn't take a cab. So I done something dumb. I stuck out my thumb, ignoring all listening cab. And when that speed freak trucker dropped me off at my crib, my old lady was up going, hey now, where's my McRib? I took the long way home.
He took the wrong way home.
That's right, people. I took the long way home.
He took the wrong way.
I'm sorry about your sandwich. There you go. By thematic request. Thank you very kindly. And that was already put one out, right?
There it is. Holy cow. All right. Well, we appreciate that. We're getting some sparkles of some little splashes of applause now. We're endearing you to us. Driblets.
Driblets, I think those are called. Those are served with turkey.
Indeed. Sometimes you got to take them out before you cook it. Anyway, so we're going to play you another piece of music here. This piece was composed by my dear friend Mark Rubin.
Really? Did I write this?
You wrote this next piece of music.
Did I?
You did.
Okay. Okay. This requires a. Oh, hold on. I need to make sure we're in tune.
I made you play one of your songs.
I have to apologize. Because these instruments are affected by changes of temperature, heat, and humidity. So we've had a lot of the latter there. So boo. 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 Bad joke. Mark, bad joke. The only reason why I tour anymore is so I can tell these jokes over and over again. But see, now they got the interweb, and so my jokes are old all the time now. You know the interweb, all those tubes that are connected?
Is anybody here plugged into the interweb? Yeah,
a series of tubes.
You can actually find us on the series of interconnecting tubes.
The interweb.
If you type in the atomic duo on the Gurgle,
or the Ur tube.
The Ur tube.
Yeah. Or the face look.
The face look. That's my favorite.
Face look, yeah.
We do got ourselves a face look page. Although I don't know why they call them pages. There ain't no books on that thing.
All right, here it was a rough year. Well, the boss man called me up the other day. He had to take another key off the keychain. He said it's really hard for me to say I gotta take another key off your keychain. Well, you've been downsizing, all your crap is in a box. Take another key off the keychain. Don't expect a reference, goodbye and good luck. Take another key off the keychain. I had a keychain, keychain. I used to hear 'em jingle and I used to make 'em sing. I had a keychain, keychain. Now all I got are locks. Well, the repo man, he cornered me today. He took another key off the keychain. It was a mighty sweet ride, but he's hauling it away. Take another key off the keychain. Well, you made good payments, but you got behind. Take another key off the keychain. Leave the keys on the dash if you'd be so kind. Take another key off the keychain. I had a keychain, keychain. They used to open lots of doors, but now they don't do that no more. Keychains, keychain. Now all I got are locks. Pick it, boy. I used to make him sing. I had a keychain, keychain. Now all I got are locks. Well, the mortgage man, he got me on the phone. He took another key off the keychain. He says you don't make enough for to carry your loan. Take another key off the keychain. Well, the sheriff's down here and all your crap is in the yard. Take another key off the keychain. Well, I hear there's 4.7 million of you now, so don't take it so hard. Take another key off the keychain. I had a keychain, keychain. They used to open lots of doors, but now they don't do that no more. Keychain, keychain. Now I live in a box.
Talking with my mind, standing on Jesus. I'm walking and talking with my mind, standing on Jesus. I'm walking and talking with my mind, standing on Jesus. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Thank you, music lover. Thank you very kindly. And your date. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I just would like to point out that we do have digital round copies of our music, which can be purchased for the moderate fee of $10. And I challenge you to refutate the correctness of that verbiage.
Wow. Really? Really? Let's do 2 songs.
We're gonna do 2 songs.
We're gonna do one.
First one sounds like.
We're gonna do you one now. Now, so you might, if you know a little bit about patron saints, it is understood that that the patron saint of musicians would be Saint Cecilia, and if that's what you were thinking, you would be right. You'd also probably be Catholic too. But the actual patron saint of all musicians was a fellow who actually died in Yakima, Washington, about 1961. His name was Bill Jones, and he was the king of the hobos, the acknowledged king of the hobos for about 35 years. And hoboing seems to be kind of cool now. That's what people are doing right now, which I don't recommend, by the way. If you can,
the national pastime of the Portland area.
Yeah, it seems to be. I don't recommend it. We had a dear friend, the guy who made me this guitar, in fact, and made his instrument. This 58-year-old man got thrown from a train the other day, just because he felt like it went by and he felt like getting on it. So I don't recommend it. That's my public service announcement, by the way. The good Lord made me fat so I couldn't run and catch those things. That's all I got to tell you right now. So we're going to do you one right now called, it's about the patron saint of all musicians. Why was he the patron saint of all musicians?
Because he didn't work a day in his life.
Didn't work a day in his whole life. Thursday came a shower of rain, and around the bend came a passenger train. On that train was old Bill Jones. He was a good old hobo trying to get home, just trying to get home, just trying to get home. He was a good old hobo trying to get home. You know, I headed out for Georgia, maybe on a tramp. You know, the road was getting leaky and the mud was getting damp, but I had to catch a freight train leaving that town. Don't want the hobos are hanging around, not hanging around, not hanging around. Gotta know all the hobos are hanging around, not around here. You know, I got to Atlanta about the other day, but a brakeman caught me and I had to pay. I had no money, so I pawned my shoes. Wanna go west, I got the Milwaukee Blues. I got the Milwaukee Blues. Got the Milwaukee Blues. Yeah, I wanna go west, I got the Milwaukee Blues. Yeah. Jones said before I die, you know, there's only 2 drinks that I'd like to try. Everybody wondered what the drinks could be. 'Twas a cold glass of water and a cup of tea, and a cup of tea, and a cup of tea. It was a cold glass of water and a cup of tea, yeah. And old Bill Jones said before I die, you know, there's only 2 rails that I'd like to ride. Everybody wondered what the rail could be. 'Twas the Southern Pacific and the Santa Fe, and the Santa Fe. And the Santa Fe, I hear it's Burlington Northern now. And the Southern Pacific and the Santa Fe, yeah. You know what old Bill Jones said before I die? You know, they ought to fix a road for us bums to ride. When we ride, riding the rod, putting our trust in the hands of God, in the hands of God. Baruch Shemo, in the hands of God. Shema Yisrael. You know, we're putting our trust in the hands of God, yeah. Thursday came a shower of rain, and around the bend came a passenger train. On that train was old Bill Jones. He was a good old hobo trying to get home, just trying to get home, just trying to get home. He was a good old hobo trying to get home, just a good old hobo trying to get home, just a good old hobo trying to get home. Something D. What are we doing, D?
All right, meat on them bones.
All right. Thank you very kindly. I think I'm gonna ask Silas Lowe here, my partner here, to sing you a song. We've been noticing a trend in our culture for many years about this rather unfortunate objectification of the female form and how that what is given. Well, you're the socialist. Go ahead, you tell.
Well,
them.
there's this expectation now that the ladies is going to get slenderer and slenderer until the point where they're almost non-existent. And so we found a song that sort of contradicts the notion that a person's got to be a pencil to be mildly attractive.
I had a pick.
And this song's called Put Some Meat on Them Bones.
I had a pick.
Learned it from Cecil Thompson, I think. Is that him?
I don't know.
Anyways, that's who I think wrote it.
Hold on.
Mark Rubin lost his pick. This is what we'd call an epic fail in the music world. When you've got two things you need to keep your music going, and one of them is a pick, and
the other one's a pick.
all of a sudden you can't find one of the two.
One of the two. Hold on now.
If this was a math class or a test, this would be a 50, which is a failure. Okay, so I'm only making him feel awkward because I feel totally awkward. I don't like talking to people, even like casually, let alone when everybody's looking at me. This is really uncomfortable for me.
Uncomfortable for him.
Please,
Really
are you ready yet?
No.
Holy, great, yes. So this will be
This is not the right pick. I'm not going to play very well. I have a pick, but it ain't the right. It just disappeared again.
I have a pick, but it ain't the right one. You know what? You're gonna have to make do. Mark has become such a shishi foo musician. He's got to play with a $35 pick. Have you ever heard of a piece of plastic this big costed $35? Holy cow! What a ninny!
Nice to me.
What a ninny! 1, 2, 3. Got a girl 6 feet tall, weighs just 99. Well, she's so thin and it's a doggone sin, and I'm telling her all the time. Put some meat on them bones, put some flesh where it belongs. You're the skinniest girl I ever seen. Put some meat on them bones, put some glamour on that form, and I like a little fat mixed with my lean. Took her on a date last night and we got home at 4. Well, I lost the key, but it's okay, I just shoved her under the door. Put some meat on them bones, put some flesh where it belongs. You're the skinniest girl I ever seen. Put some meat on them bones, put some glamour on that form, and I like a little fat mixed with my lean. Time we go to dance, I hold her tenderly, but her old ribs are like ice picks and they're always stabbing me. Put some meat on them bones, put some flesh where it belongs. You're the skinniest girl I ever seen. Put some meat on them bones, put some glamour on that form, and I like a little fat bitch with my lean. Last week to see what weight you lack. Well, she didn't weigh a doggone thing, so I got my nickel back. Put some meat on them bones, put some flesh where it belongs. You're the skinniest girl I ever seen. Put some meat on them bones, put some glamour on that form, and I like a little fat mixed with my lean. Yeah, I like a little fat mixed with my lean.
it was a dreadful sight. I threw her in the river, it was a bloody sight. My father often told me that money would set me free, that I would murder that dear little girl whose name was Rose Colleen. Sits at his cabin door, wiping his tear-stained eye, mourning for his one true love out on the scaffold high. My race is run beneath the sun, the devil is waiting for me, for I did murder that dear little girl whose name was Rose Conley. Ballad. Straight from female empowerment to the murder ballad. Wonderful, wonderful.
So seriously,
wonderful.
we actually took a lot of work to find a song that empowered the ladies, but it's real easy to find songs about killing them. And that one, our protagonist in that one is by far the most thorough, dastardly boyfriend in all of the, because like, right, first he poisons her. That's pretty good. I mean, that gets done, but then he stabs her and then he drowns her. I just think like, that's thorough. That is a thorough job.
That's Rasputin-like.
That's Rasputin-like, indeed.
Now see,
she must have been a tough cookie.
Now, is that her name? What's her name again? It's time. It's time to go make the order.
All right, then I'll go make the order. You go entertain them. Sing the blood and gut song.
Oh, the blood and gut song. Okay. What do you want? I want the Yard House burger, no bread. They got good victuals here, so I'm gonna stall. Okay, this is what this is. I'm gonna stall with a song. Any Black Oak, Arkansas fans out there? Or I'm the only one? Am I the only one? Sorry, I know, man. I'm from Oklahoma. I got a lot of, it's a different world, believe me. Yeah, Jim Dandy to the rescue. Yeah, right? Now, but see, even if you're a Black Oak or even if you're a Black Oak fan, you're not going to remember this one. Well, I've been living like a dog for the last 4 years, and the maggots have been eating at my brain. I've been burning up my body with whiskey, and I can't leave the women alone. Every man gets sick deep down when he looks inside to himself. So he turns towards the outside just to disregard his health. I found salvation. The King has called me home. I know where I'm going now. The King has called me home, and I don't need no one now. The King has called me home, and I found salvation. The King has called me home. Blood and brains that you have are the one that are stuck to your boot, and you ride like hell through Virginia just looking for someone to shoot. When you grow disgusted about the bones you busted and the sight of leaking spleens, my mind got numb. I put down my gun and I turned to the Nazarene. I found salvation. The King has called me home. I don't need no one now. The King has called me home, and I found salvation. The King has called me home, and I don't need no one now. The King has called me home. Oh, out of tune. Thank you, Black Oak, Arkansas fans. Where's my tuner? Needs to go back up where it belongs so I can tune the guitar. We got 2 more to do, and we'll take a break.
We're going to play 2 more songs, then we're going to take a break, which we found when we're not playing, it's a lot easier to digest food. A lot of people don't know this, but your ear has some sort of like an antibody that'll fight outside influences that are detrimental, but it takes up a lot of your blood and internal energy. So we just stop when people are about to start digesting, because it'll give the stomach a lot more ability to do its job correctly. This is what happens when I'm left up here to talk by myself. Really, I swear to goodness. Well, let's do New Deal.
No, let's not.
Yeah.
Not today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
All right. Fair enough.
All right. This is a song I wrote. We're gonna play it for you. Not today, he says.
Does not like it when I put the capo on.
Pulling punches is a silly idea, Mark Rubin.
I know, it's probably true. Well,
Holy cow, you got sensitive all of a
I
sudden.
don't know. I saw something.
Oh yeah?
Don't worry about it.
All right, well we can change course here, buddy.
I'm gonna get right on that.
All right. All right. Well, now Roosevelt was a righteous man and he steered our country true. Well, in this nation's darkest hour, he gave us something new. Brought our land back from the brink and he healed our country's will. The thing he gave us way back then was called the New Deal. And it's time we reconsider just how we drive this train, and the profits of the wealthy class the workers can't sustain. Some say I am a communist, but this is how I feel. Stop the presses, we need a new deal. Well, I went to the doctor the other day with hopes he'd cure my ills, but he didn't cure my nothing, no, it just gave me a stack of bills. I ain't one to share my grief, but how can I get by? I ain't got an insurance card, so they'll just let me die. And it's time we reconsider just how we drive this train, and the profits of the wealthy class the workers can't sustain. Some say I am a socialist, but this is how I feel. Stop the presses, we need a new deal. Help for the little man in his time of need. Only thing that gets rewarded is unfettered want and greed. With the oil prices up, wages gone way down, only rest us poor folk get is when we're in the ground. And it's time we reconsider just how we drive this train, and the profits of the wealthy class workers can't sustain. Some say I am a socialist, but this is how I feel. Stop the presses, we need a new deal.
Excellent. Silas Lowe on the vocals there. Lovely. Original number. What are we gonna do? Let's do a little instrumental number for you and take a little break. And then we will, I think I'm having, what am I having again? I'm having the Yard House Burger.
The Yard House Burger.
What are you getting?
Oh, I'm getting the calzone.
Woo! Make sure it's thoroughly cooked, though.
Yeah, well, I come from Connecticut where the calzone is king.
Connecticut, where calzone is.
Connecticut, that's alliteration if I ever heard it. Holy cow! I come from a place with the highest per capita Italian American population in America.
And it just doesn't seem to affect you at all.
At all. What are you talking about? What are you saying to me, Dan?
Ethnically hippie, culturally Yankee. Is that
Yeah,
what it was?
I'm ethnically hippie and culturally Yankee. It's not my fault.
Where I'm ethnically Jewish and culturally Okie.
Bum, 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 bum. What are we doing here? 1, 2,
From
3.
record. take a short break. Be right back for 2 more sets of music.
Thank y'all very much.
That's okay. I'll tell you later. Not here.